So for Bradford, we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to have a look at what happened 5 years ago in August 2017. We'll have a look at what happened in the most current month of data in the Toronto Real Estate Board, which is August 22, and then we'll compare that with what happened in July 22 as well. So if we look at August 17, we're starting with the numbers. So we had 108 new listings come to market, 47 sales that happened through the month across all home types, and 172 active listings. And active listings are what didn't sell and carry into the following month. July 22, we had 74 new listings come to market, 32 sales through the month, and 97 active listings, which carried into August. And in August, we had 92 new listings come to market, 34 sales, so fairly close there, but more listings coming to market, and 104 active listings, which carried into September. So a lift in the amount of inventory there. If we're looking at the numbers, $711,000 was the average sale price across all home types in Bradford 5 years ago. $1,038,000 in July 22, and currently trending at $1,089,000. So across the GTA, we are seeing that the home prices in many of the towns did lift through August for the first time in about 5 months. It hasn't been the case in all towns, but Bradford is following that majority trend. The SNLR is also known as the absorption rate. It tells us out of the homes coming on the market each month, what's the percentage of them that are actually selling. So 5 years ago in August 17, we had 43.5% of the homes that came on the market sold, 43.2 in July 22, and currently trending at 37. Now we're calculating this by looking at the number of sales divided into the amount of new listings. So we saw the amount of new listings come on the market, but the sales stayed roughly the same. So it's not shocking that that number actually got pushed down a little bit. The other mate to this that tells us a good gauge of how the market's doing is the months of inventory. And it tells us out of, or rather if no more homes came on the market after today at the current rate of buying or current rate of consumption, how long would it take to deplete that inventory? So 5 years ago in August 17 in Bradford, we had 3.7 months of inventory. 3 months of inventory in July, currently trending at 3.1. So we're calculating this by looking at sales divided into new listings. So we had slightly more sales than the month prior, but we had more listings hanging around. So of course we're seeing a lift here. Typically these numbers are going opposed to each other. There are times when they can go in the same direction, but typically when you see the absorption rate fall, you're going to see the months of inventory go up, and that's what's happening. So I would say overall, even though we've seen strength in the price, the market actually slowed a little bit in Bradford by looking at those numbers anyways, in the month of August. Sale price to list price ratio 5 years ago, home selling 95.7% of ask, 94.6 in July 22, and currently trending at 95.2. Now, if we're looking at days on market to get a home sold, 29 5 years ago in August 2017, 28 in July 22, and currently trending at 22. So you're probably looking at this number going, geez, there's a pretty big shaving here, like almost a week off. You have to remember in a market like this where it is, I would call it, until this point, it's been eroding. And so this is the number that it's taken to sell the home under the current listing. So of course, if you have seen a house where it's been on the market 6 months, it obviously didn't sell in 22 days. It only shows that current listing, so it doesn't show the entire listing history. So this number could very realistically be much more than that. Any questions about any of this information, feel free to reach out to me. If you're thinking about making a change this year on your Bradford home, I would love the opportunity